Now it's time to go to court. Guardianship and conservatorship hearings generally occur on Wednesdays at 9 a.m. in Olmsted County. If you happen to be having a remote hearing, you will find information here. Metered parking is provided in front of the building. You will go through security on the way to the courtroom. Interested parties can attend the hearing. Nominated guardians and conservators are expected to attend the hearing, and the person who is requesting guardianship or conservatorship will also attend the hearing. Please know that you can visit the government center prior to the court date if this familiarity will make your loved one more comfortable when it's time for the hearing. When you arrive at the designated floor for your hearing, please look for the court personnel who will be checking people in. You may request to go first or watch a few cases if that will make things more comfortable for your loved one. You may also be visited by a court-appointed attorney at this time. It's typical for Olmsted County to appoint an attorney for guardianship and conservatorship hearings. That person will introduce themselves and may ask a few questions at this time. They will have copies of your petition and the court visitor report and be able to ask knowledgeable questions of your loved one. At the time of the hearing, all will enter the courtroom. Please note that no gum is allowed in the courtroom and coats and bags are left outside of the courtroom. When your name is called, you will take a seat at the tables and the judge or referee will ask you to introduce yourselves and may ask a few questions regarding your petition. These court hearings generally only take a few minutes. They may ask a few questions to you or your loved one, and there are 3 typical outcomes that can come of a court hearing. The court may grant conservatorship or guardianship as requested. The court may decide that the person needs less assistance than was requested and may modify the petition to a least restrictive form. The court may determine that the individual does not need a conservator or guardian and dismiss the petition. Once the court has heard your case and made a decision, you may leave the courtroom. Following the court hearing, you will get an order and letters in the mail. Keep a copy of the orders and letters in a known place so that you can access this for future use. The letters are what you will use to show others that you indeed have a legal role for the person. Request from the court a certified copy of the orders and letters to have for your use, and there is a fee for this. You're almost done. But don't forget, you need to do Form GAC 9-U at this time. GAC 9-U is the notice of entry to order and right to appeal. With this document, you inform the person of the legal change of status. To begin the process of informing others, you will make copies of your order for all parties and the person who now has a guardian and/or conservator. Let's begin Form GAC 9-U on page 2. Complete the caption as you have with all others. Put the person's name in the first line, put the dates as appropriate, and check the appropriate boxes. Sign and date. Give a copy of the order and this page 2, to the person. Now let's go to page 1. Complete the caption as you have in all other documents. Page 1 tells the court that you've just completed the action of giving page 2 and the order to the person. If you've received GAC 9-U from the court, they will highlight the areas that you must complete, and then you may return this form to the court for the letters to be issued. If you do not receive GAC 9-U and receive the letters and orders, then you will add the person's name and leave the rest of this section blank. In the affidavit section, put your name in the first area. Put the date on which you gave the notice on order and rights to appeal to the person. Check if you mailed or gave it to the person. Note the address of the person and sign and date. Now you must inform the interested parties of the new legal status. All interested parties will be notified with a copy of the order. Complete Form GAC 2-U informing the court that you have notified the interested parties and return GAC 2-U to the court. If you need guidance in completing Form GAC 2-U, refer to Section 4 for instructions. This completes the appointment of guardianship and conservatorship process. Please note that if your interested parties do not wish to be notified of further court proceedings, they can complete a request to decline being notified. This can be found at the bottoms of the forms page under Other. You will be required to complete an annual report to the court forms, and these forms can be found in the packet labeled Personal Well-Being Report. Please use the Minnesota Courts Guardianship page for any assistance in assisting in your new role of guardianship and conservatorship. Best wishes from Olmsted County.